Sag. Devil hand sign. Here's a devil hand sign. All right, Sag, let's see what's going on for your reading for this week. It's getting cold in here, but I hope you can warm me up, Sag. Hope you can warm me up. We're giving you the No, you know what we're giving you tonight? The Tarot of the Night deck. Sag, how's there? What's going on with the Sages? You know what, you guys, Sag, I'm even giving you a little shuffle, even though look at that. I'm going to give you two shuffles. Oh, that feels so good, Sag. Just so you can know that I'm not making up this reading. Some Sages might have that belief. Oh, every time he just saying blah, 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 blah. He does devil hand fucking shit. King of Swords upright. All right. Your challenge is the Hierophant. Ooh, we got some big cards popping up for Sagittarius here. Upright. The overall is the Ace of Swords reversed. Wow, that card's come up a lot tonight in all different decks. And your way to get through the challenge, we'll do a different deck. Sag is like a little bit of kinky switching up. We'll give you a zombie card. How do you get through that Hierophant? The Justice card. Holy schnappies. On top, two major arcana on top of each other. Well, okay, so King of Swords, you're coming into this week really confident in knowing the direction and sure of what you're doing. But you're watching this show. Maybe you get it from me, I don't know. But the problem with that confidence is it's leading right into this challenge of the Hierophant. Are you becoming subservient? That's how I look at it. Or is it becoming, I don't know, I'll be honest, the Hierophant can become subservient. It can also be, is your partner like serving you and you got them right where you want them? But with that Ace of Swords at the end there, at that overall, it's kind of like something's amiss. Something's not of truth here. And you got the Justice card with this Hierophant. Is it really spiritual here? Is it really coming from a good space? Is this really a commitment energy that's got fairness and balance? Because there's a lot here of like some situations that are not really in alignment with fairness and justice. I feel like there's a lie being exposed this week with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Justice card over the Hierophant card. You know, it's almost like if the Pope were to lie to us, that would never happen, right? Or you're lying. There's a lie here, though. I don't think it's, you know what? It's pretty big. The Justice and the Hierophant card. That's like the justice system coming after the church, right? The Hierophant is the church, Sag. So, you know, is this really spiritual? Is this worth the commitment? And is it, the challenge is maybe you have to weigh out, is this really a spiritual connection? Or is it just like in the mind, yeah, this works. But maybe you know the choice. But I got a feeling that you're not getting to where you want to go. Because that Ace of Swords reverse is always like, you're not piercing the veil and going where you want to go. That King of Swords came up because you got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, so there's a home situation here issue, or just finding that foundation to build and grow. I think that you have the idea of what you want to grow with somebody, but it's not happening for some reason. It's not, there's trouble in paradise. There's the Brady Bunch. It's not happening, right? Like the Brady Bunch house is not happening. Like there's not the house to have all the things, to do all the things that you want to do. There's trouble in that area, or you're having trouble with even figuring out how to have time. Like, if we use love language, like, quality of time, it feels like that's off. And it almost feels like that you are trying to figure it out, but you almost know that. Maybe you're, somebody's trying to not do quality of time on purpose. And you pulled the 7 of Pentacles with that Ace of Swords. So it looks like the issue and why the environment is not really in a fresh space is because there's a lot of work. But it almost feels like the return has not shown up yet. I gotta go a little deeper into this. Why is that Justice card popping up? The Empress. Wow. 3 major arcana in a row in challenge. I got a feeling that this is a lot of work and it's not building. It's like sandcastles that keep getting washed out by the beach. And you know that you deserve better, but you're trying to figure it out as best as you can. But it's a lot of bitch work instead of just like, it's not easy. There's a lot of complications going on. And it almost feels like there's too much subservient energy. It's almost like trying to either serve each other just because, trying to follow some sort of traditional protocol, integrity that's based upon it not working. So it's almost like putting the integrity before the universe when the signs are just showing that something's not like, something's amiss, something's not working. You pulled the Yod Destiny. Holy snap. All right. A very complicated moment here this week about your relationship life. And, you gotta, a Yod is a very weird thing. It feels like, you're a puppet on a string. And it's, I was born with a lot of Yods, so I can tell you that, finger of God is the finger of fate. You're at a fated moment. And it's pointing you towards where you need to go. Where is that pointing to? I'm going to pick one card and then go into the sexy time card. It's pointing to Temperance reversed, an unnatural situation where you keep thinking it's like also because the nun is smoking a bong, she's high. And so she thinks it's spiritual when it's not. I feel like your destiny is realizing something that's spiritual that's not. It's cloaked in spirituality, but it's not. Or it's unorganic, it's not naturally forming right. It's like you constantly need rescue or savior or loans, spiritual loans to energetic loans or help or situations that keep arising that aren't letting this thing work naturally. It's not organic. Your sexy time. What we got here, Sag? You pulled the 6 of Swords reversed. Afraid to experience a new kind of connection? I mean, that's a big one because that 6 of Swords reversed doesn't want to go to the better place, or your sex life is not going to a better place. It continues to be in a place that is not the greatest, and it needs to be something different. But there's a fear there. And you got to get over that fear. This is a, oh man. Well, you deserve the best for you, but if you want to be the nurse bonged out, subservient, and the Brady Bunch house can't even be built, and work your butt off and not get to the environment that you want, go right ahead. I mean, that's unfair. The middle of all this is the Justice card. I'll even give you a cross. 7 of Swords again. That's 2 7. That's deception, lies, and look at betray. Like this is I'm sorry to say, like that sucks. Wow, this thing's all crossed by fucking 7 of Swords. Like this is the person who's going to sell you bullshit and junk, and you're buying bullshit. You're owning bullshit, and you know it, and you don't know how to deal with it. Oh, you were the one this week that. Oh, I got it.
A telling sign.
I keep pushing it back.
It's a telling sign.
Did you notice I'm wearing Goodyear shoes?
No, I did not notice that.
You didn't notice these are race shoes?
I don't really look deeply at your shoes.
Look at those kicks.
I think there's a better way to showcase that. I think you got to lay on your back and flutter them up over your head.
No, they're full race shoes.
From Rome.
Mr. Roger got me those for Christmas.
Oh, Hickey Speed. Hickey Speed. There's a lot going on in that reading there.
Yeah, I know. The last
Whole lot
8th house Saturn Taurus. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, we already know that the sex thing was off. Saturn in the 8th here with Taurus not really the quality that was there anymore. It's dull. It also is you having to face a deep truth. There's secrets that are being kind of overpassed and the surface level, and you got to get deeper here to get to the good stuff. And there's also you pulled the 7 of Swords here, and you got it with a Saturn in the 8th in Taurus. These are like little white lies that lead up to big lies.
You got to start somewhere.
It's just what it says, folks. That's what it says.
Nobody wants to just continue to put work and effort into
Our
situations.
president-elect is Sag rising, so interesting.
Well, and he's putting in work. We're all putting in work, but, at some point you got to say, is this work actually worth it? Is it worth the energy that I'm putting into? Is this person worth the energy? Am I just burning myself out? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself if you're coming up with these issues. If they're just persistent, they just keep popping up and popping up and popping up. You can't suppress the message any further. Why are you even doing it? Why are you even here? Why are you putting that energy into it if it's not gonna, it's not gonna amount to anything? It's not amount to anything great. The greatness that you're actually worthy of, huh? Tell me.